summit, which he will now depart for on Tuesday. Laura.
Incredible developments. Libby Dean, live from the White House. Thank you so much. And NewsNation senior security contributor, retired Lieutenant General Richard Newton joins us now. We thank you so much for being here. I first want to get your thoughts on where we are at this hour after what we have seen take place. Obviously, you have the experience of actually flying a B-2. So tell us what you're thinking at this point.
Well, good morning, Laura. I actually commanded the first B-2 Stealth Squadron several years or so ago, and what we saw last night, not only with the B-2s, but with other U.S. military capabilities, was nothing short of remarkable. The scale and the scope and the precision of this attack, as well as, frankly, the operation security that surrounded this, Laura, is, I'm still trying to come up with adjectives, but remarkable. But nonetheless, as we see here on our screen, the B-2 is a remarkable stealth aircraft. It can strike with precision. The fact is, as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Kane, mentioned earlier this morning, that the aircraft actually ingressed into the target and struck the targets at Natanz and also at Fordo, and then exited Iranian airspace without any detection at all, without a single shot fired. And so this is remarkable. It's also the largest B-2 strike sortie ever. The other aspect of this, it's the largest package of B-2 bombers used. And the fact is, it's the first time that the GBU-57, that's a bunker buster, Laura, that 30,000-pound bomb. 14 of these were employed for the first time ever in combat, and it appears to be highly successful reaching their targets.
And let's talk about the B-2 strike package. That's something that we keep hearing over and over again. And if you could explain a little bit about what we know. We've got some of the details on our screen about the bunker buster bomb, the GBU-57. But talk about the strike package and explain to our audience what we're talking about here.
Strike package consists of, in this case, there were 7 B-2 bombers that launched to the east towards Iran yesterday, and they were joined up by air refueling tankers, the KC-135 tankers, which really provides that air bridge into the target, because you've got to have refueling available to you, air refueling, in order to reach your target. The B-2 has a range of about 6,000 miles, but Iran is more than 6,000 miles from Whiteman Air Force Base, which is in central Missouri. Now, going into the target area, there are other parts of the package included intelligence and surveillance reconnaissance aircraft. You also had support, presumably by Navy F-18s, which provide electronic warfare support. And there was also suppression of enemy air defenses by Air Force and Navy fighters before the B-2s even entered into that tight airspace over Iran. And then actually exiting that target area in Iranian airspace, they had to redo the same thing. They had to meet with their air refueling tankers in order to return back to Whiteman Air Force Base. It's quite a scope. And let me underscore this major point. We have a tendency in the U.S. military to make this look easy, but it's very complex. There's some risk there. But again, the planning and the execution of this was just exquisite.
It's my understanding that the B-2s took off with minimal fuel. Those are according to some of my sources. And so these B-2s take off with minimal fuel because the bombs themselves are so heavy. So they've got to get up and in the air, and then they start refueling along the way. And that's what you mentioned there, the air bridge. I think that is so interesting for people to understand. If you look at that linear line of a start to finish, that they had to refuel so many times and then get back. I mean, it really is something incredible.
Exactly. I've taken off with minimal fuel also. And once you get airborne, say, I won't give you a timeline here specifically, but you meet up with your KC-135 tankers and you refuel to the maximum fuel load capability. Then you go towards the east and towards Iran. And like you alluded to, it's these tankers, these airborne, they're modified Boeing 707s that really make our United States Air Force and our U.S. military a global force. Without the tankers, you don't have that capability to reach the targets as the B-2s did last night. But again, just as important is the return flight as well. Let me underscore also for our viewers to understand this Iranian airspace, especially over these target areas of Natanz and Fordo. It's a very tight airspace, highly controlled, and that's why it's also more difficult in that airspace. One other point, Laura, if I may, The fact that the Israelis have conducted such an astounding air campaign for the last 10 days have really provided the strategic opportunity for the United States to be able to operate in this way that we did last night. So hats off to the Israelis. They're still conducting their air campaign, but all this needs to come together. Again, I don't want to make light of it. It looks easy. It's not, but it's very complex. But the skill and, frankly, the leadership of the United States was really essential here.
Absolutely, and we will continue to keep you in the conversation throughout this program. Retired Lieutenant General Richard Newton, thank you as always for joining us.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.